Hello and welcome to you on this absolutely gorgeous Friday, the 19th of July, 2024. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Sounds quite incredible. My birthday was yesterday. So, thank you, by the way, to all those who popped on my birthday stream. Wasn't expecting it to be very busy. It was rammed with people. Lots of people jumping on and lots of people listening, and it was all just very lovely, really. So, today we're doing the order of battle for the Battle of Arnhem, and there's also some things I've got to tweak with this rule system in order to try and keep this as historical as I can, which is not easy, let me tell you. Now, there's a load of blurb about the Battle of Arnhem in case you don't know about it, but it was part of the Operation Market Garden, etc. And so what I've been doing is I've been going through various sources and I'm creating events to bring in German reinforcements at the appropriate time. Now, actually, what I've done is I've gone through looking at the reinforcements, and the armor turns up, and adding the various armored elements that came at different times. So Camphor Group Naust had various different armored elements that came on different days, mainly from the 19th, 20th, and 21st of September. 3 turns in this game represents, 7 turns represents a day. So the battle, of course, starts on the 17th of September. I think it's the 17th. Just double check that. Yes, and ended on the morning of the 26th, effectively. So 9 days, coming on for 10. I've set the number of turns at 60 for the game. So I might increase that to 70 just to give it a clear sort of 10 days. 1 turn also represents a night turn. So there's also that as well. Anyway, so my sources, I know the battle pretty well. I know the forces that were involved. I've got pretty much every board game on the subject. But for quick reference for the sources for this battle, the best source is absolutely the Para Archive, which is this. And this breaks down the various German forces that were available. Now, my counters represent between 300 and 600 men, depending on the unit in question, in the order of battle. And I've been, like I said, predominantly doing the German SS first. So I have covered already craftsmen. They're already on the board at the start of the game. Certainly these units. And then Stug 280, Brigade 280 is, or Company 280 is also on the board at the top of the board. And then we have various other battalions and things, companies and battalions. So 506 came quite a bit later. I have now represented them in the order of battle, so they are there. There's some artillery pieces here that I need to add in. And some of these forces were also sent to Nijmegen. I've covered the flak reinforcements here. They're all done. And Camphor Group Spindler, who formed the blocking line, his forces are already on the board. So I have a number of his forces already on the board. I'm not sure that I gave him any self-propelled guns, we're going to have a quick look. I'm going to try and do all the rest of the German order of battle now. And I've got some tweaking I've got to do with the map as well in order to get the map to work correctly for the game. So, okay, so I'm just going to whack that. I'm on Discord currently, so under the name The Outcast Creative. Took me ages to come up with that. And I'll just just mute myself there. Oh dear. Excuse me, hay fever, which I started getting for the first time in my life about 3 years ago. So if we go to the map, we can see that there's a number of this represents airfields in the UK, by the way, as does this, which I'm going to explain why this is all partitioned off in a bit. So there's a number of units already on the board. Some of these are Spindler's men. These are Craft's 2 guys, which are in position at the start of the game. Yeah. Now, I do think that there should probably be another garrison unit in the city itself. So I might add one. They would be very wimpy. But so one of the things I have been told is that if I do this, I put a asterisk on this name, like so. This will stop units from being able to spawn here, which I absolutely do want. So we're going to mark all of these as non-spawnable hexes. I'm also taking down the numerical value of a number of locations. I am going to give cash monies for the bridge location, because I feel it should have a benefit. Oh, see, now that's worth way too much. Okay. Most of these other towns, yeah, are all like worth 5. See, Western Arnhem, and that's also worth too much, and we need to make that a non-spawning location, and just give that 15. I think I've covered all of these. Give this tile a name. What's with this? Let's get rid of that. It shouldn't. I think this might just be the. Oh, I see. Right. Well, I can see I need to reduce these. to 0. Damn, no wonder that. Okay, so no wonder we've got a bit of an issue here. I've been trying to work out why there's been such a big sort of income of money from here. Now I know why. Okay, so I've got to reduce all these to 0. That's interesting, isn't it? See, all these villages are all worth 5. Come on. I can't name all of these hexes though, so it's also a place where we don't want people spawning. Is that how you spell suburbs? Not sure. Check the chat. Okay. Needs to be 1 and 1. Okay. Why is this? I don't understand why this keeps going back to. Let's try. So I'm going to actually put 0 and then I'll put 5 here. Okay. So these are all worth. These must be. Reset everything about this tile. Removes units. Clears the city name. Clears any owner. Inserts tile as a normal victory point. Well, I feel like I might have to get rid of some of these town hexes because this is part of the problem with this, I think. Right. Right, then we have this, which also needs to be non-spawning hex, non-spawning hex, non-spawning hex. We'll make that 300. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oudkirk should be. Okay, so. Right, I don't understand why these are worth 15. They should be worth. I don't really want them to be worth this much. So, what I might have to do again is curtail some of this stuff. Okay. See, what I can do is I can do this. I can go. I can give this tile a name. Western Oosterbeek. And then, yeah, set that as it is. 15-0, good. What's this got? Let's put this. Call this south. Set that with 300. I also want it to have very few points. That's done. So there's all these 5s. These all get 5s as well. Yeah. All adds up, doesn't it? So I think I need to set the incomes for both teams to 0, actually. Right. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of some of these. Do this. Okay. Same there. Let's do this here as well. And then alright. Very good. Else we need to change to 25, 300. Set. Now, I'm not sure what town that might be coming off to the right. I might have to look on my map. Okay, so I've got a massive, very handy map of Arnhem here. So a town that we're missing actually over on the right side now. I've expanded this map a bit. There should be one here called Dornberg. And then that one there would be, so that's Eldon. That's Hussein, I've got that in there. Angeron we don't have, which we should probably. So I'm gonna do this. I'll put another one in here. Name that. It's called Angeron. Okay. This one is kind of slightly in the wrong place there, but we'll go with Ghent on that one. Okay. Reduce that value to 5. that's Elst, right? That's Elst. So Bemmel, Halderen, and Gent, isn't it? Bemmel, Halderen. Let's name this. Bemmel. Oh. Getting a bit ahead of myself here, so kind of expanding the map probably more than I wanted to. This also should definitely be a village, not a I think actually, to be fair, Ghent should be more kind of here. So that should be Ghent. Supposed to be doing the order of battle, not pissing about with the map. And that's Halderen. So now all of these towns have a. Is that I'm missing the L, aren't I? Yeah, I'll try to do it there. Halderen. That's it. All of these towns have a numerical value, and when you add them all up, you know, they add up. They add up. I'm just going to put these as farms. Real farm. Okay. Right. This one. Hetteran. Okay. Let's get these two for drill here. So that's got way more than it should have. Okay, so that should be 300. And this shouldn't even, I mean, we'll call this drill as well. And what I can do is I can knock this down. I can put this at 300. Yeah, cool. So this is my fortified, these are my fortified UK bases. I'm trying to stop the Germans from trying to capture them because they don't have any airfields on their own. Let's put the gasworks as another non-spawning place. Oh, I seem to have lost my ability to scroll about. Oh, done. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Bollocks. Right, there we go. That's better. Yeah, so refocusing on the forces, there's various forces already on the board, which represents some of the German order of battle. But I do think I need to put a German garrison unit, a weedy one, in Arnhem City itself, because there was one. There's one south here. So let me put one in. Infantry. We want yeah, basically it's an equivalent of a Volksturm unit, really. These are not experienced guys, and this particular unit did avoid fighting as much as it could. If I do that, that's also forced to stay where it is. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to the right. So we're going back to the German order of battle. Okay. So just working through the forces here. So some of SS Panzer Grenadier Battalion 16, which is Kraft's guys, are already on the board. He was reinforced by various other men, but yeah, 280 is also on the board. 506 is in the reinforcement schedule. Company Hummel is in the reinforcement schedule. Arco battalions are on the board. So let's look at what else we have to do. Hey, how you doing? Blank Frankie, are you, yeah, well, I just stream this for the hell of it. I never really expect much of an audience. Are you one of the people who plays Hex of Steel from the Discord? If you are, let me know. If you've designed scenarios yourself, let me know. So the order of battle that I'm using for this game is from Paradata. It's probably the most accurate. I've got various market garden games and things, so I know the order of battle pretty well. I'm obviously trying to balance it a little bit, not put too much on for the Germans too quickly. I'm also trying to disable the ability of the AI in the game to build stuff as much as possible, so that the game effectively relies on the order of battle. And I've set the game to play itself a couple of times, and the German player keeps building planes even though he's got no airfields, which is bizarre. So I don't know why that keeps happening, but it does. So I have done most of these units, more or less. Captain Willie Webber. I wonder what happened to him. And you've got these sort of crappy Navy guys. So now the 9th Panzer Grenadier, I've already done the Panthers. They're already included in the order of battle coming in. I've done all the armor already. I've gone through everything. So Victor Grabner's lot. These are the guys who arrive on the south, and they would appear on the morning of the second day. Oh, thanks, man. Well, that's cool. It's a good game, isn't it? It's a really good game. Really, really fun game. I'm a massive market garden guy, Western Front in particular. I do like playing big Russian games as well, though. So one of the things I haven't done is I haven't done Grabner's recon guys. I did actually already set up a unit on the board, but we're going to get rid of that. So that unit is here. That was in when I was playtesting this originally. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of him. Okay. So on turn 8, Grabner's units are going to arrive in Eldon. So the hex for Eldon is 4714. Let me just type that in the chat so I don't remember it. Don't forget it. 4714. Okay, and I know nothing about this game. Yeah, so this game is a strategic turn-based World War II game. I'm a big Arnhem, Market Garden, Bridge Too Far guy. So this is my map for that, which I've designed, and I'm just working on the scenario order of battle at the moment. My channel is mainly not about gaming. It's mainly about interviewing people in the film and television industry, theatre, stage, music, DJs, that kind of thing. So if you go on the industry interviews playlist, there's a whole load of that stuff. I'm also a filmmaker myself, so my movie, the one movie I've done that I think is decent is on there. So I'm trying to tweak this map and the gaming systems within to sort of work, yeah, to kind of work with the game as it presents itself. I'm not going to add another town there. It's just going to give the Germans more stuff, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, these are the British forces that start on the game. So these are the ones that arrive in the early part of the first day. There's a load that arrive, I think, on turn 2 as well. Yeah. Right, so going back to the order of battle of things. Right, we're going to do Grabner. That's right. So Grabner's guys are the guys who attacked across the bridge in the morning. You see them in a bridge too far. They kind of get their asses kicked. They've got 30 vehicles, 400 men. Right, so what I'm going to do then is represent that with 2 counters. So we're going to stop sharing the order of battle for a second, put the game back up again. Okay, we're going to come off here. We click on the wheel up here. And this is how you do the order of battle. So you add a new event, which is now at the top here. If you click on that, it should, oh, hang on. There we go. It should appear on the right. Let me get rid of that other one. Okay, so this is an event for Germany. Now, we know that we want these guys to appear on day 9, which would be the morning of the second day. So 7 days, 7 turns for the day, 1 turn for night. And then we go to the second day. So the add new action, and it's a spawn unit. Okay, and then there's going to be 2 units. So we're going to do both of those. This is Grabner's force arrives south of the bridge AM 17th, it's 18th of September. So I can hear my lodger moving about, so I might just mute myself for a sec. No, I don't blame you. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Valentin Studio, who is in the chat, this is the guy who designed this game system, and he shared the link. That's very kind. Thank you. These are not videos I expect lots of people to watch, but I like just like showing people what I'm doing. Right, so these are representing Grabner's guys. Okay, so it's what we're going to do is we're going to get a vehicle, and we're going to get something that I feel sort of overall represents this group, and I think we'll go with these. It will be SS. They will be elite, so that's your first one. And then this one will be some soldiers. Go. Okay, now they were lightly armed, so they're not, and they would be in half tracks. They would be elite. They're SS. Right. Oh, hang on, I didn't. And then we do that. Right, so that's Grabner's guys. Okay, now we've got to have them arrive on that hex, and that hex number was 4714. So we're going to have them arrive on 4714 and 4713 or 15. Go with this. 4715, 47, 14. There we are. All right, so that's another event done. And that we can see that's now here. So you can see all these German reinforcements I've already got in the game. It's quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, these are the reinforcements that arrive on the second day. Quite a substantial force, but they arrive right at the top of the map, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game, Blank Frankie. It's very, very easy to get to grips with, and I haven't got a fantastic memory, so now you don't want players to play with this. Force disable the manpower mechanics. I think I will actually, so we'll do that. I think that's going to stop players from building things effectively. I think. So I'm going to reduce the income to 5. I'm going to keep it at 50 for the UK because they are at a disadvantage. That can be represented by suppliers and whatnot. And we'll put it at 25 for the Polish. Okay. So going back to the German order of battle, so we're going to go back to events. So I'm just going to finish off the stuff from the 9th. It's mainly the 9th Panzer Division that was fighting in Arnhem, mainly the 10th in Nijmegen, but there were some units of the 10th in Arnhem as well. So so we've got Hase. So I want to check when they arrived exactly. So let's just do that. So we'll go to battle group Hase in Arnhem. Okay. Right, so the Frundsberg. Spindler took charge of all the Hoffenstein units and put the fight against the 1st Parachute Brigade. Okay. Just trying to make sure I don't give the Germans too many. Essential to understand the division's reconnaissance balance and the Brinkmann east of Harmel's HQ The furthest of all the Panzer Corps units from Arnhem were also further. Yeah, they were in Deventer, Vorden, and Nederrijn. Okay. Battalion of artillery. Right, so we'll get some artillery coming in the game. Also in the first day, I think. So that would be within turns 1 through 7. Because at the moment we don't have that. So I'm going to add a new event. I'm going to click that. It's going to be German. I'm pretty much done with the Allied stuff, but I am going to double check it later. This event's going to be triggered by a turn. I'm going to have these guys come on turn 3. No, I've already got some on 3, so let's go with 5. And this is some SS artillery. Which definitely isn't in the OB yet. So I'm just looking to see what SS artillery there is. Right. Okay. So that's what it says. Battalion Uden at Redden and the Battery of Artillery at Nederrijn, commanded by SS Spindler. The reason they were there. Transfer after the Airborne Line, Spindler took charge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Spindler and Kraft were really the two guys that stopped the Airborne from getting into Arnhem. I did give the Germans one of these, so they're quite powerful, but I think we can give them one. So that can represent all of that stuff. Now I need to decide where it's going to come on. Most of the German units are arriving on edge of board if they're tracked or vehicles or whatever. Don't want them to be able to move too fast too soon. However, if this is coming from Deventer, it would be up here. So I think what I'm going to do is look. Oh yeah, there's Duven. Right. Yeah, let's have it come on here. So this is HEX 6921. Okay. I know this might seem quite tedious, but hey. Oh, did that thing stay there or did it disappear? 6921 is the HEX. 69. No, it's coming on turn 5 as well. No. All right, I guess it didn't. Oh, it's still there. Okay, cool. So SS unit arrives. Right, so this is maybe this is coming on a little bit. I don't want it to become the same turn as everything else, so let's go with 4, turn 4 on this. Okay, so it's just that unit. All right, so I think that's done. German. Okay. And that's turn 4. I'm putting these in the headers so that I can see what turns I've already got stuff coming in. Yeah, on the list here. There it is. Okay. Just going to look back at the German order of battle again dealing with the SS at the moment. So I think I've got most of the 9th SS units on the board. There's Camphor Group von der Warden, which is made up of naval personnel, which I haven't done. So they would be very mixed quality. Right. Camphor Group Brune. Right, so, and then there's Haza as well. That's about another 5 counters. All right, so let's do this little naval guy. I've no idea when he arrived. It was like something like the second or third day. But they're still part of the SS. Coming under the SS Panzer Corps. Oh, no, not this day. Thank you. Right, so we're going to add a new event. Click on that. Germans again. I'm going to have these guys arrive on turn 6. And they're called Camphor Group von der Warden, and this will just be 1. Let's do KG von der Warden. Let me just check the spelling of that. That is correct. Very good. So come on turn 6. Sorry, I've got my phone is beeping. I'm just bear with me for a second. Okay, right, so let me plug my phone into charge before I forget. I've actually got to let some people in the house because I've got some people coming to stay. Just downloaded the demo. Good move, sir. It's too complex for my tiny brain. It's not that complicated. I'm going to play through a turn in a little minute, in a moment. So I'm quite happy to do that and show you. But I mean, it's obviously if you're not into turn-based strategy games and you're not into World War II history, which I think are 2 kind of requirements for the game, you're not really. It's not really going to be for you. I do have a lot of other content on the channel, mate, which is non-game related. Do have a poke about and see. Now, I don't think we have any naval infantry here. But we do have some SS partisans, which I guess could kind of represent that equivalent. I mean, these are SS, but these are not going to be veteran level. So what I'll do is I'll make them SS. I'll give them a truck. and that'll be them. And that's this group. Now we've got to decide where they're going to arrive. So I think the same hex as before. Let's just double check. So these guys are also coming in from the left. So so this is 6820. Okay, let's put them on that. That works. 6820. Okay, 68. 68. 20. All right, done. So, just looking through what else we have. You've probably got, oh yeah, there's a pioneer battalion, so that's an engineers. One of them coming in. I think this would also be late on the first day or the second day, so I'm going to go with turn 9 for them and turn 9 for the 20th SS. I think everything else is already on the board, so let's create those. So we're going to go, so we're going to create 2 lots. We're going to add an event. This is German again. It's going to happen on turn 9. Or shall we go turn 10? Let's go turn 10, so a little bit later on the first day, not quite as early as Grabner. Oh God, look at this date. Have I? No, not on date reached, on turn count. Turn count. Don't put the date, just put the turn. Turn 10. I want to actually check all of those. I've done that. Yeah, I mean, I can just put on turn and then just put, because these guys are coming on turn 3, isn't it? 3. There we go. These guys are coming on turn 8. Yeah, so turn count. These are on 8. These come on the second day. Yeah, I wised up, I think, after this. All right. There's the British XXX Corps arriving in force. Probably going to need to put another tank on there, I think. In fact, yeah, let's do that quickly. Can I do that? Maybe I can't. I can do this because you can just copy it, can't you? Oh, what have I done now? Oh, there's 2. I've just added 2 more fireflies, and then I've got 2 no actions there. Right, let's delete that one. Delete that one. Yeah, I think that works. Things like, all right. So I'm getting distracted here. Right. So we were saying Panzer Grenadier Regiment, 20th SS, and it was the 9th SS Panzer Pioneer under Hans Müller. Okay. Right. So 9th SS. Okay, put this name in here. And then that's Pioneer Lear Battalion as well. That's another one. Let's not worry about that for the moment. 20th and then the 20th S. 20th SS. Can I fit these on? Should be able to fit this on. Yep, 20th SS. And the Grenadier Reg. Okay, all right. And they're under command of who? Doesn't say. All right. 2 counters for them and 1 for the other one. So, and they've got to come in different locations. So let's add the action, add the action, add the action. Spawn unit, spawn unit, spawn unit. This unit. So we've got 2. I don't want these to be too good, but yeah, so we'll make them SS, but not crack, as in experienced units. And then because they're already Panzer Grenadiers, they're going to be pretty good anyway. And then we have these engineers coming on the map who are also SS, who have been trucks, 1 unit of them. So and I think all of these are going to arrive again at the north or west. Yeah, there is a tutorial, but it's not very good. But mate, I'll be happy to jump on a game and share screen with you if you want me to go through the basic mechanics. And I will play a turn shortly. It's just I came on specifically to tackle the order of battle, so this is probably quite boring to watch, but bear with me. So, right, let me get that hex number again. I really should have written it down. So I'm going to have these enter at 2 different places. So one of them is going to come up here. So let's get an entry point number far up here. So we've got 6242. I'm going to write that down in the chat. 6242. That's north. That's the north east entry point, isn't it? Northeast German entry point. And then let's and then this one is 6921. 6921. 6921. East. My God, YouTube rejecting my comment. I can still see it though, so that's fine. That's just for me, really. It thinks it's spam. What's all that about? What is all that about? Right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on here. We go back to edit events. We go back to that particular event, which is it might still be. Is it still this one? No. I haven't lost it, have I? Let me just look through. Oh, here they are. Right. So, right, the Panzer Grenadiers are going to come from the side. So that's the first one. So it's 6921, and that'll be so 6921. And then we can go with 6820. Okay, and then this other guy is on the other one, which is 6242. Okay, 6242 for the engineers. 42. Okay. All right. It's done that. Right, I think that's all the 9th SS done. If that's all the 9th SS, they're already on the board. I've done all the vehicles. Yeah, okay. And then we've got also the other units. Oh, we've got Harder, haven't we? Well done. Hasa I haven't done. Right. So he'd be on the 18th, 14, 12, turn 12. Okay, so I've got a new event here. These guys are coming in from the north on date reached. No, sorry, on count reached 12. I forgot to put the date on that one, didn't I? Well, it probably wasn't the space. 12. Count for group. Harder. Okay. Turn 12. All right. And they are made up of an MG battalion, 47, 540 men, and then 3 camp groups with 600 men in each. Now, each count is supposed to represent about 300 men, but I don't want there to be too many units. So I'm going to add the action. I'm going to make 4 units for these guys, I think. So let's call it 5. And then right, when we've done this one, I'm going to go and just play test if you're still there. Someone's still watching, so if you're still there, Blank Frankie, I will jump on the actual game in a second. Right, so we're going to have 1 heavy infantry elite SS in a half track. Okay, that's the best unit. Then we're going to have SS not elite in trucks, 1 of them. Okay, SS not elite in trucks again, 1 of them. And we're going to have oh, they were not even 1943. Well, never mind. Then we'll have an SS elite light infantry in a half track. So there's 1 slightly better unit. Yep, that works. And then let's have a last one to represent them. Anti-tank infantry, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Give them a pack. Like a pack 43. Yeah. It's kind of a balance, isn't it? I'm sure they'd have some, so that represents that camphor group. Okay, cool. All right, so these guys have got to come in the north. Different hex location again. Let's find it. So they're going to be coming down here. So if we take this hex, which is 44, 41. Okay, this hex is 44, 42, and so on. Okay, so let's just do this as well. North, middle, entry. 44, 41. Wonder if YouTube's going to think that's spam again. Right, so 44, 41. Oh, bollocks. I meant to go here, didn't I? Oh. Oh, I wonder if I've put them in accidentally, because I've already got some of Haza's units coming up from Nijmegen in turn 22. Am I giving them forces that they didn't have? I'll tell you what, we'll worry about that in a minute. So what number was that? 44, 41. See, I'm so forgetful. So, right, 44. Yeah, 44, 41. 44, 42, 44, 43, 44, 44. Now I'm going to do 44, 40 on this one. So they all arrive on that road. Now, hey, yeah, okay, you're still there. All right, just give me a sec. I'm going to check something. We're going to go onto the battle for Nijmegen. Just going to check. Now I know mainly was Kampfer Group Uling that were holding up the Germans in Nijmegen. Let's just, so there were elements of both the, Uling, Henke, and Reinhold. Okay. All right. So that's none of the forces that I've put on the board yet. So actually those guys are correct then. And in fact, what we need to do is we need to rename that unit that comes on 22. This is not Kampfer Group Haza. This will be Kampfer Group Henke. Sounds like the Christmas turd, doesn't it? From from South Park. If you watch that, Blank Frankie. Where are you from, mate? Are you from the UK, or where are you at? You American or what? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna convert that to save scenario. Right. Okay. We're going to go into the map. I'm going to save the map. And I'm just going to double check that there's nothing else on the map I want to adjust. And then we'll just go in and we'll play a couple of turns, mate, so you can see. See, I've got the map of Arnhem behind here. Seems to have actually moved a bit, but so if I... What am I doing? There we go. So if I do this, see, you can see it's there, see? Actually it's moved. I don't know why it's moved. It's shifted. Probably accidentally moved it when I wasn't looking. Anyway, I've done all of that ages ago. I'm not very happy with this arrangement of airfields that I've had to blag in the game. Over here, this is supposed to represent an airfield in the UK. What happens is the German AI always try to attack it, right? And take over it because they haven't got any airfields. They try and do the same with this one. So what I've now done is I've fortified them with all these mountains, put a vast ocean a bigger ocean between these two. Oh, that road works there needs a bit tidying up, doesn't it? Do that. What's that? What's happening there? What is that? Why can't I get this? Don't know what's going on here. Okay, that's weird. Let's do that. It's not letting me paint this tile for some reason. Don't know why. I've got this weird highlighter that's coming up. What's this up here? Is this saying to adjust the brush size? Hold down the control. I don't need to adjust the brush. I just want to put the tile on that I want, please. Oh, okay. Anyway, forget that. So I think it's all good. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, save that, done. Going to go to the main map, the main menu, sorry. Go to the main menu, Yes. And then from here, we're going to go to play. Standalone scenarios. Any scenario that you create, you can see that these are two of the ones I've done already, will automatically go in here. And at some point, they can also be uploaded by our main man. So Battle for Arnhem is the one I'm working on. I don't know, this is a confused. I think I need to get rid of this one. I don't know if I can remove it. I don't think I can. So British plays first. This is going to be human. This is going to be no, these are also human. Okay, now I bet you the German player is going to cheat like fuck. But anyway, so so we'll start playing. So this is the first day, right? And so on your turn, you click on a unit. That's how far you can move, right? So these are all the units that are mine, and so on. All right. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna restart this. Let's go back to the main menu. All right. It's this one, isn't it? I'm gonna do this all on human so I can just check some things. Okay. British go first. Okay. Start. All right. Boom. All right. So so these gliders that are still in the air have to land on these drop zones, one or the other. Now, if the computer was playing the British, it would probably start just moving them like further down. In other words, cheating. Well, we won't do that. So this unit here, this represents Frost's battalion and various units attached to it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's click off that. Right, these ones here, this is the little menu for the unit that you're clicked on. So if I click on this guy, at the minute he's fully equipped with ammo, he's not been injured or anything, so he's good to go. Now the reason that these have got vehicles is because on this scale, this game is not designed for battles on a company scale. So each turn in this game is roughly 90 minutes, an hour and a half, give or take. So I want to be able to get to Arnhem as fast as possible in that time. So I'm going to travel as the units would be able to in that time. And that's why I've given them the vehicles that they've got. So Frost's men actually went through to Oosterbeek and then went down. I think this road needs to be a straighter road, but they may well have gone through Wolfheze, but we're just gonna go straight for it, see how far we can get. So these guys are all heading to the bridge. There should be a German garrison in Wolfheze, so that's a mistake that I've made. So I need to sort that out. These engineers don't have vehicles, so that's also a mistake, because they would be able to move further than a HEX. So this order of battle, see, these guys haven't got vehicles either. This order of battle is not perfect. Already there are issues. But this, I'm just going to play a couple of turns of this so you can see how it works. Now, we know that there are reinforcements due to come in on this landing zone here in a day's time. So it's up to me whether I want to allocate men to secure that force that zone, or leave them to their fate and see what happens. Well, at the moment I'm just going for the big push. So these are little Tetric tanks and things that have landed. Okay, so that's all the British, right? So then what happens is you hit an hourglass. It's now the Polish turn, but the Polish turn doesn't have any forces on until later. So we continue. I don't know why that's come up, because we haven't finished the game. Time to complete the scenario victory. Well, unless yeah, there we go. Right, so the German player at this point has limited forces that he can move, apart from the stuff which is located up here. So that's all the stuff that they can move, right? So what would, they would all start moving down and so on. Okay. It's really very much kind of click and move. It's not a complicated gaming system. Once you get adjacent to things, you can choose what to fire. If you don't trace a line of supply, you can start losing stuff pretty quick. I'm going to have to go out of here and do some corrections quickly, because otherwise I'm going to forget them. So we're going to quit to the main menu, go back into editor, go back into maps editor, go back down to Market Garden, Battle of Arnhem. So there's a few units here which are wrong. So this engineer unit does not have vehicles, so we're gonna delete him. You click on here, you click on the British. We go back, we go to the shopping basket here, and we repurchase engineers again with a vehicle to give them the appropriate moving ability. So just going to put that back here. These guys also did not have a vehicle, so we're going to sort them out. Some heavy infantry. In fact, I'll give them that. Yeah. So they also get to go on the board. Boom. And then we've got some paratroopers that are supposed to stay there and look after the drop zone, so that's why they're not really right. So the other thing that we got wrong was we didn't put we left out a German unit, so I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to go Germany, and then in Wolfheze there was some resistance around. There were some scratch units around here that put up a little bit of resistance. So basically going with it's a garrison unit. It's 50. And it's in Wolfheze. Okay, so that should be there as well. Right, there's another thing we've forgotten. We forgot to put modal by him. Modal was based at the Hartenstein Hotel. That's where he starts. Oh yeah, and then with him was a unit as well. So we had an SS garrison unit, so with vehicles, so SS trucks. Yeah, they were with him. So I must have taken them off when I was redoing the order of battle before. All right, there we go. Now, one of the things that I can do is I can actually watch the computer play itself and see where, in theory, the design of the scenario goes wrong, right? I did that the other day. So what we'll do is it's about there. Let's save that. Let's also do this. Oh, hang on. Convert to save scenario. Quit to main menu. And play. Go back to it down here. There is a Market Garden campaign game here. It's not very accurate. I don't like the map at all. Also, the German units in it, the garrison units in it, are way too powerful. So I'm hoping to talk to Valentine about the order of battle. Looks pretty complex. I'm not much of a strategist. I'm more of a grunt. Okay. Well, might be that a first-person shooter, which, by the way, I do very much enjoy, is more your cup of tea. That's you're suggesting. All right. So what we're going to do is we're gonna put the English player first. Now we're going to watch the computer play for a second. I'm just going to. Right, so already something's gone wrong here, because if you look at the amount of Germans that are in Arnhem, that's wrong. Don't know where they came from. Oh dear, Modal got caught down here between these two guys. Look, that's quite funny. Oh, they destroyed him. So that would be a big. See, so I'm pretty sure the German player is. Yeah, okay. Now he hasn't been able to attack either of these airfields, which is good. Last time there was like landing barges and all sorts of shit going on. Wow, look at that. One British unit got all the way into Western Arnhem. Didn't get to the bridge though. So what I don't understand is how he's getting these guys at the bridge so fast. Oh, we're on turn 30 now, so but this does seem, now I've curtailed the monies, this seems much more like it would have happened. This is better. So for whatever reason, the Allies have gone for some big airborne operation over here. I've no idea why, because that is not a victory location. All right, here we go. Look, this is 30 Corps arriving. That's pretty cool. And you should have some pretty heavy German armour coming at this point as well from up here. Yeah, some of it's here. Wow, okay, look at this. The British are pushing into the city now. That's pretty interesting. I need to increase the number of game turns to 70, which I forgot to do. Okay, so it's playing on because it does that for some reason. Wow, this is interesting. Now it's the Germans that are surrounded at Arnhem Bridge. I've never seen this play out like this before. That would have been the end of the game because that would have gone to 70. That is absolutely mental. Now that was basically what I did was I made the computer play itself. So that was like a really fast version of the game. It's quite fun to do that sometimes. So that's good to see that the order of battle kind of worked a bit better. The Germans didn't have lots of air power, which was good. The British do, though. That's a problem. I've given them those bloody Air Force bases, haven't I? And their air power was pretty much after day one was pretty ineffective. Yeah, it's pretty ineffective. So, oh, it says here that the tutorial of Hex of Steel has been remastered. So I think they've, or is that? Yeah, I think so. All right. It's criminal, so I'm staying in for the minute. When it's so absolutely gorgeous outside. But that is the way of things. So right, so I've done. So actually, Hazard, that was all good. So we're going to go back to the order of battle again. some reason I seem to have ended up with 3 of these. Right. But I still don't understand how it is that he's getting to spawn so much stuff here so quickly. Gonna have to look at that. So I'm going to make sure that that's a non-spawning location as well. Now it feels like I need to like knock these down, but can I only do that if I give them a name? All of these need to be 0, and all of these need to be 1. Can't call them all that though, can I? It's going to make the map look well messy. Don't know what to do about this spawning issue. Look at this one. Got to tackle that as well. That's another one where they're able to produce loads of guys. So suburbs, it's got to be worth 15, and this has got to be worth 100, right? Boom, done. I can call that the River Road, can't I? River Road. It's worth nothing, and that's nothing. Okay. Right. See that? For these, for some reason, okay, we need to do this. Are still coming up as they're still coming up as that's not right, is it? How do you spell suburbs? I'm sure that's not right. Let me just check that on Google here, because it's for people watching. Say something in the chat, I will say hi back. Suburbs, suburban. Yeah, it's suburbs. No V. There's no V in suburb, Mr. Nielsen. And you're a writer. You should know these things. Right. So it's terrible. It's suburb like that. I think. Yes, suburbs. And that's the S. Cool. And then we're going to make this worth nothing. And we're going to make this nothing. Right. Let's see if that stays there this time. And then, oh, I forgot to put the asterisk on the name, didn't I? No, it's gone back to 150 again. Maybe I can't make it that low because it's a city. So, okay, let's try a different tack with this. Let's go 3,000. And let's go 15 and see if that stays. Right, looks like that's going to stay. So No, it's not staying. It's gone back. Oh, fuck this, man. What's going on with this? Why these things... Same with the River Road as well. Let's change this. Right, so... Right, let's make that a non-spawnable location as well. Right, still not changing. So the standard value of a city hex is this. Now, for some reason, even though I've been able to change these, it's not letting me change these two, and I've no idea why. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe what I need to do is do this. Set as normal victory point, right? And then maybe I can do it. Right, and then put this up. Okay. Do that. 1500. So has that worked? No. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know. Let's try something else then. Because if these are too powerful, yeah, thanks. I got the spelling correction. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was definitely a big typo on my part. Secondary. Okay, so let's do that. So secondary. 15. Okay. Set this as secondary. And then again, I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Nope. Oh my god. What's up with this? What is up with this? Okay, I'm kind of pulling my hair out, but this is why. These are they're spawning. This is why. Okay, I'm gonna try and make all these spawn prohibitive, as it were. Isn't that the station? That's the station. Okay, let's do that as well. Okay. Ta-da! Good. All right. See, I managed to reduce the values of those, so I don't get what the problem here. All right. I've named them all so that they can't be used. All the church, that needs to have a thing next to it as well. Right. do that one as well. Oh, there's another one that's misspelled. Is it there? Yeah. Actually, that doesn't need a name. That's this one. That was the one I wanted. We'll just put east. Put that on. See, right, okay. So in theory, that should all work. Do that. Save the map. Go into here. Yeah, thank you. Go into here. And turn limit 60. We're putting that to 70. I don't know why my phone's not ringing for some reason. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm getting tired now. I might have to call a halt to this soon. So we're going to do, let's finish the Germans. What about the Germans? Okay, I figure there's probably about, okay, so we've got Von Tetu, which is, yeah, total about SS School R9. Lippert. And then we had a load of regular army who were pretty useless, plus an artillery regiment. Okay, so these guys are all going to be coming in from the west. So on the map, this is well busy with names now, though it looks, it's nonsense. Don't want that many names on there. Anyway, so on the map, a lot of these guys are going to be spawning in Wangenengen, which is hex number 111. Let's put that in the 111 in the chat. Oh, I've lost Blank Frankie. Never mind. I don't blame you. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, is it? Okay. So, and these guys started turning up mainly from kind of like the second day, end of the second day onwards. So we're going to go, so it's 111. So we're going to go back, and that's 111. What's that? That would be 112 and so on. Okay. And that's 211. I'm guessing that's 311, 312. Okay, 211. Right. So 211 is another good one. Right. 212 and so on. 112 and so on. So go back to the events. Add a new event. This is German Order of Battle again. And we are adding action. Okay. So these are unit. So this is Lippert's guys who are in first. These are SS, but they're not great SS. So I'm going to put them as light infantry, not even 43, with trucks, not veterans. Actually, I could have done just do 3 of those. Can I like that? There we go. So that's what they are. So we can get rid of those 2. Well, let's do that. There we go. So this is von Tetau Counter Group Lippert SS Training School. So they're the first ones that come in. They'll come in the second day. So I think around probably, let's go with term 13. Cool. Full term 13. And then we had the HEX for them, 111, 112, and so on. 111, 112, and then 211. Yeah, I need to write to Paul Michael Glaser for an interview again, because the last time I wrote to him was pretty soon after David Soul died, which maybe now I think about it, it's probably a bit insensitive of me, but I just thought I need to write to him before I forget. Someone I've always wanted to interview. So we're doing von Tetau. So that is the yeah, they arrived on the 19th. Okay. So they arrived on the 19th. They arrived a bit later than this, because the 17th is the first 7 turns. So the 18th is turn 14. So if they arrived on the 19th, it would be bat turn 16, actually. Okay, turn 16. All right. And we have, so that's that done. Yeah, and we have another new event, also German. Just going to do, so this is also going to be von Tetau. And then this is going to be camper group, not equals. Come on now. This is good. These guys are going to come on turn. I'm going to put these guys on 11. No, 9. No, 10. Should we say 10? 10. So this is going to be some of the other forces. So we have Battalion 4 and Battalion 3. And then there's an SS police thing. Okay, so again, these are not top quality. So these are light infantry SS trucks. I'll make one of them 1943, bit of variation. So this is 2 units. So this is replacement battalion 4. Actually, let's call these naval manning. He's a naval. That's not correct. Okay, so these were also available on the 19th of September, so I've got to change this. All right. Okay, so that's let's put these on turn 17. And this is, because these are both SS, so this is so fuck off. Not anyone watching. My apologies. Battalion 3 and got training replacement Battalion 4 slash let's call it TR Battalion 4. Okay, so that's those two. All right, done. Yep. And then we're going to add another event. Just going to get all of like Von Tetto's guys done here. So none of the stuff after this is SS. And there's roughly 4 units of 600 men and an artillery regiment. So that's we're gonna translate that to 8 counters and the artillery. Most of this stuff, it's all gonna come on. This will all be after turn. I can put this in late teens, I think. So maybe put some of them earlier. So let's put Von Tettow. Oh, that last one, I don't think I put the hex in, did I? I don't think I put the hex in. Let's do these anyway. This is a very unusual Flieger Horst battalion. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. German. So this is going to be 4 units, I think. Yep. So I'm going to bring these guys in on 8. Turn 8. This is going to be 4. These are going to be very similar, so I can probably do a copy and paste on these. These are going to be 4 regular German infantry. So give them 43 trucks, like so, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, like that. Right. So that's them. Now I need to get the hexes for them coming in. So that's going to be that 211, 111 again, isn't it? So 111, 112, 211, 212. Great, done. Okay, and then we have some artillery that come in. They won't be until the end of the second day, so we're going to put them on 15. German. I'm going to put them on turn 16 actually. I haven't been putting turns in for these, have I? So let's look at this one. So this is coming on turn 16. Right, let's put this on. Just want to be able to see these so I know what dates I'm already in, say. Right. I think that's all of that done. Right, yes, we got their artillery. Probably coming in around the 20th, I think. So 17th, 18th, 19th, 47's at 28. Yeah, something around turn 23. Go with this one. This is one Tetau again. .184, and this is going to come on turn 23, also from the same location. I think these will be around this kind of caliber or this. So let's go with 2 lots of these. Maybe like one heavier one. Oh, yeah, that's heavier. No, not that. Oh, what's going on? Hold on, spawn unit. Okay, then click on this. Right, there we go. They should have something slightly different as well. Maybe a Nederrijn. Oh, it's armored train. Fucking great, that, isn't it? Armored train. I think we could go one Nederrijn. All right, there we go. So that's them coming in. No, these guys we said coming around the 20th, so 17th, 18th, 19th, 3 7's at 21. So on the 20th, that's, yeah, turn 23. 23. Well, we said that at the top there, didn't we? Dope. There we go. All right. Looking good. What's these guys coming in? When are they coming in? Turn 10. Turn 10. Okay. Right. Now I don't know that that's all of the German units. So let's go back and check. So that's all of von Tetau's lot, I think, though. Let me just double check that. Yeah. Pretty sure. Let's just check. So we've got the artillery, Lippert, who come on fairly early on, the Fliegerhorse lot, the SS lot. There's one missing. Abteilung 10 and Abteilung the Schiffsturm. So let's bring them on as well. So this is Schiffsturm. This is going to be another 4 units. I've got to make them pretty crap though. A, B, T, and then I make this. This is, yeah, because these are like naval guys, and so battalion 10, and then the other one is 6, 14. So we're going to bring these on pretty late, so they'll come on I think around turn 25. That's another 4 units of pretty crappy infantry. So we're going to add new action, spawn unit, and so these are going to be light infantry with trucks, regular guys, and then we're going to have 4 of them. That's it. Okay, good. So that's on to turn count reached. Yeah, turn 25. All right. Do this. Shift done. This is the time. God, this weather's glorious, isn't it? There's a few flak units there as well. I think that's enough though. We've got a fair bit on the board already as well, so I mustn't forget that. So just going into the SS then, I think we've done most of Hasa. A couple of other units here. Let me just see. In the Battle of Nijmegen again, it was Henke, Euling, Reinhold. Okay. just reading the reinforcements here. Yeah, Kampf Group Uling, which basically came across from the ferry at Panadon, Henke and so on. So that's not really okay. That doesn't really detract from this particular OB. So looking at what we've got, Germany, we've seen. This is right. I think what I'm going to do is these are obviously German reinforcements, so I'm going to do this with 9th SS. That's because that is 9th. Yeah, that is 9th SS. Okay, and then we also have Kampf Group Henke from Nijmegen. That's 10th SS. Yeah. 10th SS. And actually, they wouldn't come until much later. It would be, when did Nijmegen Bridge fall? It's the 20th, wasn't it? So 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 47th to 28. So actually, yeah, they would come around turn 28. Let's go with 29. Turn 29. Let's put 29 on there. Okay. And right, so this is Spindler is 9th SS, I think. Unless I've got that wrong. Pretty sure Spindler's 9th SS. Yeah. SS. Yeah, let's keep this continuity. Okay. Right. This is all 9th SS as well. Should really put a TH there, shouldn't I? Fuck's sake. Now, I'm just going to leave that one. German reinforcements turn 50. This is 9th SS as well. Which group has got the flame panzer in it? Might be then. Not sure. Ooh, dear me. Oh, this might be the 10th, you know. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Must be getting tired. Victor Grabner's lot of 9th SS. We've got him somewhere, haven't we? Grabner, yeah, here we are. Oh, we'll just put 9. Let's rewrite this. So, I think so far this is right. Oh dear. Okay. Right. This is getting quite annoying now. God, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Time just this game just eats into your time so quick. So I think that's it. Who are these guys? All right, yeah. These are the ones I was looking at. That's right. I got most of this information from a certain book yesterday, which was really helpful, actually. Yeah. Right. Yeah, these arrived east of the bridge, didn't they? So let me get the map coordinates for that. 6921. So what I'll do is I'll make them arrive 2 turns earlier. So 69, 21, 69, 20, 69, 19. All right. So I've done the Tiger 2s, right? Let me just check. So this is all on Tetau. Von Tetau is all done. Haven't got a landing point for these. I think these should arrive at Velp. So let's get coordinates for Velp. My map alignment's all out of whack now. I don't know why. Ah! Don't need that there anymore. I don't need you. Go away. Velp. Coordinates for Velp are 54, 28. Let's type that in here. Okay. Right, so let's go back on here. All right, love it. These guys we haven't put in either. Where are they coming from? Oh, right, yeah, they're on the right, aren't they? The left of the maps. Yeah, man.
They're about 5 minutes away.
Okay, thanks.
They snuck up on me. They messaged me.
All right, I'll end this live stream in a sec then. 69:21. Right, well, I guess I'm about to wrap up. 69, 22. All right, I'm going to end it there then. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's not been particularly exciting, but there you are. And if you want a good breakdown of the order of battle for Arnhem, for the German or Allied forces, that's the link you want to go to. So, yeah. All right, I'll be back later.